So I'm here with Mike in his 2016 Golf R. So some quick facts here. It's 292 horsepower. It has a curb weight of about 3,300 pounds. That's going to put us at about 11 horsepower per pound. It's MQB based. So what is MQB? It's a series of German words I can't pronounce, so I'm going to put it in engineering terms. It's a modular transversal toolkit. So what does that mean to the average racer fanboy? It's a Golf, right? Which drives us to why Mike bought this car in the first place. You can see the grin he has on his face. I can catch it out of the corner of my eye. Really is he wanted a sleeper, and essentially this is the fart can VTEC eating, going to leave that Honda Civic Racer having nightmares because, yeah bro, you just got smoked by a Golf, right? Tying a sleeper. So Mike, let's go over the W's here. First question I have for you, what's your favorite thing about this car?
I think the favorite thing is just hitting the gas and just taking off. You know, so I think that was the biggest thing that caught my attention, the biggest thing I like so far.
Like, what was surprising to you about the purchasing of this vehicle, or what you got when you bought this car?
Well, I know that, you know, you and I had a day before had gone around and looked at cars, and I think that was really ultimately the difference, was that, you know, the guy I had dealt with, he had a Golf R as well. So when he kind of saw that look in my eyes when there was still one in the showroom, he kind of took me a little bit by the hand and said, you know, listen, we're going to work this because I know you want that car. And the way he talked about the car, I mean, he really had a passion for him. And I think that that's the difference between my experience with him at that dealership versus, you know, all the others. It just kind of seemed like, hey, you know, I want to sell you a car, and that's really it. And, you know, I'm not really going to try to sell you a car. If it just happened that you like it enough and it sells itself, then I don't really have to do my job. And I think that was the difference, because even when I told him, you know, price-wise this wasn't going to work, he was like, all right, I promise we'll do it together. We got this. He's like, I'm here for you. And while that sounds kind of like what everyone does, there was just something about the fact that because he had one too, and because he knew I wanted this, that's what made the difference. So it was like two guys who love Volkswagen Golf Rs and that wanted one and just kind of shared that passion. So that was really the difference with the car buying experience.
Yeah, so hitting on what Mike was talking about, total bromance movement, by the way. Right, you and the salesperson. So yeah, we went on an adventure, and I have a lot of experience with buying cars. I collect cars and buy and sell and trade cars. But when me and Mike went, you know, we went to one dealership and it was a wholesaler, and you get a different experience from that, and then you go to a bona fide dealership and you see how they want to work with you. But we went, ultimately then we went and we hopped in the flashy car and went to the flashy dealership, and because we had a flashy car, it was a whole different temperament for that experience briefly. But yeah, that was the fun part. It was like we actually spent the day doing that, and I was glad to hear though, like Mike took that experience and really got the difference out of it. And it is a different experience when you're passionate about what you're selling to people. It sells itself, like Mike said. Yeah, right. And nowhere did we experience where we went was anybody really passionate about the car that he was trying to buy. And apparently, this one you did. So that was good. Good.
Yeah. And it makes a difference, you know. And when people love the brand that they sell, I mean, it's hard not to get excited about, you know, what they're trying to what they're getting you to try to look at. I mean, he even had some leftover Sportswagen TDIs, which surprised me because I thought they were all gone. He's like, no, we have some 2000, they were 16 or 15s. But he, you know, he kind of just kept going. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, he's like, I'll sell you any car you want, but I want you to have the car that you want. And he knew that this was the one that ultimately he wanted. So overall, good experience.
So Mike, I have to ask, what's the one thing you don't like about this car?
Believe it or not, it's the color.
I know, I believe that one because we were looking for a specific blue.
Yeah, and it's just because, you know, the interior is all black, you know, you get the
you're paying. My last two cars are black on purpose. This is a fun question, Mike. After you bought the R, what did you do? Like, what was the first thing you did?
I actually got on the highway and hit the gas, just to see what the power of this, just to see what kind of power this car had, and just try to push it as much as I could. And yeah, it shocked me. So for a little car like this, it can take care of its own, which is nice.
So this is Mike and his Golf R, and I'm Drew. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.